Good evening. Welcome back to Stationeers. So, tonight, I figure we can go get Mr. LArRE all suited up, ready to go, and maybe finish, double check all the code, make sure it's working. So at the moment, I think it seems to be, or is it malfunctioning? I forget what state we left it in. So, we'll see. We'll go. Wakey, wakey. Yeah, just run in and take a shower real quick.
Cognition low.
Oh, I'm already fully showered. That's not going to do any good. Yeah, let's take that. 4, 6. Tool belt. Go. Let's see. Our fruit, our hay is not yet ready. So I got to prime it with the seeds. Yeah, we're still struggling on temperature, that's for sure. Might actually have to be something I address eventually. But whatever. We'll get there. Of course, I did dump a lot of heat into the room. Oh yeah, that's the other air conditioner there. Okay. Let's flop down the staircase here, and LArRE is... got a seed. He's not planting it. Okay. Yep, okay, that's the state he was left in. So, what's going on is... I bet you... you know what? Let's do this. Set DB setting is going to be ice station. We're just going to make sure so we know which station we're supposed to be looking at here. In this case, I don't need to know that. So what's going on is we are... let's see, grab a seed if needed, return home. Here we are, continuing harvesting. So what's happening is we're doing all the pre-checks. Yeah, so station C, jump main. Or did I... right, jump main. Okay, LBSs. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're checking. Yeah, go farming. So this is station 0. It grabbed a seed. It has a seed in its hand. Okay, so flag harvesting, but so what it's doing is it's going to the station, then it is going to pick up a seed. And then, okay, so I can see that. Occupied. Oh, okay, here it is. So, right. I skipped over that. So what we're doing here is we're checking if it's occupied. And if it's greater than 0, we go over this next step. Otherwise, okay, load batch slot H3. Load batch slot 0. Supposed to be his hand. Supposed to be his hand. Into R14. So, okay, let's pull up LArRE. arm slot, hopper slot. So index 0. So occupied, he's, yeah. Okay. This should be greater than 1. Right? Branch greater than 0. So at this point it should, yeah, so it should be skipping over this. So this, yeah, it should be occupied. Don't know exactly sure why that's screwing up then. Right? That's that slot reader. Do I have another I/O chip in me? So I don't know. Here, me. This will grab one. Yeah, so that works, and that goes forward. Okay. I do not want to put a yield here, because that's going to change stuff. Because we know this is 0. Branch relative greater than 0. So it drops into this. So then we have load slot 0 occupied for LArRE. Right? So I guess I don't understand why this. Hang on. Yeah. Load occupied of slot 0 for LArRE on our network. There's only one LArRE. Set batch. Activate. So he should be activating. Set greater than 0. Let's try this, see if this works. Oh, this could be a problem. Okay, that worked. Should go back to 0. Boom. Cool. All right. Okay. All right. Say happy, go. Oh, it's time to harvest. All right. Why does it say face? Okay. Alright, it's looking pretty good. We're still going, that's good. Do I tell it to go take a dump? Uh-huh. 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 Yeah, okay. So it's stuck in the harvest loop. Alright, so we're loading. Right. Mature. Okay, so seeding, load 15 with seeding sum. Set greater than 0. So it had been seeded. Seeded, yeah, has fully seeded. Then we, and then here we write mature, and if it is equal, oh, so we're inverting it there. Hang on. Do I have a full? You're not. Poorly. -1. So I think what's going on here. Probably can't read. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. So, we got to do this logically. Okay, so seeding. It'll hit 1 when it has fully seeded. But in the harvest cycle, it could also be 0. Mature. It's got to be and. So we ore flag harvest and seeded. I should say flag harvest or seeded. And then mature. Set equal R14. What's R14? Hang on. Oh, right. If R15 is 1, then R14 is 1. So this should be mature should be not equal to 1 at this point. This should be 0. And 0 and anything should be 0, so it shouldn't even be flagging. Is this the same case that I had up here where occupied apparently wasn't proper? Maybe this is what I want to try? Although there is something here. Okay, so I need to check this. First off, ice station is still 0. We can go back here, but what I need to do here is I need to load batch there's a couple things here. Okay, so we're gonna read from LArRE's slot index of 0. Quantity? Is that even a thing? It is. Sum. Set greater than 0. Okay, branch relative equals 0. If R15 is equal to 0, jump this many. But what we're going to do here is we're going to set batch LArRE. Setting is going to be station dump. Then jump main. So if his hands are full when he arrives at the station, he needs to drop everything he's got. Yep. Okay, dump. We activate R14. What is R14? R14 is occupied at this point. At this point, R14 is occupied. Let's do... Is there a branch relative anywhere here? No, there's not. So let's set greater than 0, R14, R14. Just to make sure that R14 indeed is 1, because apparently some kind of fraction doesn't work. So that should make him dump everything, then go to ice station, which should still be set to 0. Jump to station first. You know, that's another thing. Where am I setting ice station? Yeah, station first here. Oh, there. Yeah, no, wait a minute, hang on. Go farming. Move, oh, yeah, there it is. Move ice station to see. Yeah, there we go. Right, I'm not actually moving him. Okay, gotcha. So that should work to clear him out. Check for harvesting, all this, and at this point, this is a problem. Because if I harvest until I'm done, when I am done harvesting, branch greater than 0, back to main. Hang on. Now this is where load batch, or load batch slot. R15 is volatile. Hash for LArRE is 0. Quantity sum set greater than 0. R15 is R15. So at this point, if I'm harvesting, right? No. There's a branch relative up here. In there? In there? No, I'm harvesting loop here, so okay. I need to figure out if there's anything in his hand. If there's anything in his hand at this point, which should be past the harvest loop, then he needs to go back to the dump station. So if this is the case, branch relative equals 0. R15. We're going to branch relative a couple lines here. Otherwise, we're going to set batch LArRE setting station dump, and then jump back to main. So we're going to jump 1, 2, 3. Branch relative 3. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're branching relative. Branching relative. This should work. All right. poorly, poorly. I am probably really upsetting these things with the amount of light I'm giving them. Eventually, won't be a thing. What I'll do is I'll reset this and I'll turn... I can't turn the lights off. Where are we at? I just had a realization. Set DB, setting timer lights. Yeah, this one right here doesn't matter. Because I'm writing the light timer to it. Okay, lights are going to be going off here. I don't know what this is. It's going to get overwritten. It's going to be a LArRE code. It's now LArRE code. Alright, let's... I don't know what this chip is, if it's actually programmed. We need one for this. Need one for this. I don't think I need one for this. Centrifuge. We are struggling with the temperature. We are really struggling with that temperature. Let's go ahead, run outside. Kinda see where we are. They're definitely singing down below. Yeah, this is where it comes up. $151 moles, so that's 3 liters of water in the air. 10 liters of water down there. 10 liters of water there. We still have gas. We still have liquid, so this is not overwhelmed. 327. What's the... Okay, that's a 100-degree difference. That's pretty good. Okay, up here we have quite a bit of gas. We have no water. We have no water. Very little water. A lot of gas. So this, yeah, this loop is basically ineffective. Then we got our Silanol, which I think what we got going on here is I just don't have enough Silanol. So if I go over here, yeah, we have no Silanol gas. And 415 degrees right here. Surely these air conditioners can handle that. This is actually cooler? It's a little bizarro. $413, $412, $410, $431. That's curious. That is interesting. So $415 at this point. And 3, yeah. That's interesting. So it tells me I need more Silanol. Definitely needs more Silanol because I'm not... I can't cool that water loop down. And And this was like a food. Was it food that he would buy? Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. I mean, I could buy some different liquids to cool things down. But I'm gonna send him away. Send him away, hope for a gas trader. Okay. Yep. Need more Tylenol. I know I have needed that for a while, but yeah. That's okay. That's okay. Alright, see where we are on the time. Switch over to nightlight mode. Technically another 2 minutes of off time. But whatever. Okay, let's swap these out. Turn everything back on. Bring Larry back home. Okay, and hopefully he goes straight here. Okay. Take a dump. Take a dump. Take a dump, 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 dump. Okay. Larry's a little confused about what he's supposed to do with this station. So, did I write it? Take a dump if needed. Oh, hang on. Branch relative not equal. Oh yeah, that's just the station. R14. Okay, let me write quantity. Would that be more better? Am I reading it wrong? Here's Larry Loop. Return home if not idle. Otherwise, reload. R15 is position X. R14 is the quantities. If his hand is occupied, R14 is 1. Second 0. Okay. Branch relative not equal. Station home. Jump 4, otherwise we go through this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I put some lines in here, didn't I? Uh-huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is one of the things you got to deal with branch relatives. You got to remember to update them. There we go. This actually should do something now. The fact that nothing changed pisses me off. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's supposed to be 7 or 8. Did I not write the right number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should be 8. Because otherwise I'm just moving the station jump now. Okay. Alright, 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 alright. Some idiot can't code. Let's try that again. While I'm burning the crap out of all these. They're going to start complaining soon, I imagine. How are you doing? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Dropped it off. Dropped it off. Okay, good. Go back to home, right? Go back to home, because that's where you were. And now you're going to say, alright, let's go farming. You're going to go over here. You're going to see that there's nothing to be done. Hey! Go to the next one. Nothing to be done. Yay, go to the next one. Yay, nothing to be done. Okay. Alright. So, that's promising looking. So, let's do that. Reset Larry. Oh, it fully reset him. Actually, no, I think it's coming up. Okay, now you're going to harvest until we're done harvesting. Alright. Then you should jump back to here, jump back to here, and then go back to home. Because you're the last one on the list. Okay. At least the harvest loop up until the end was in good order, and it is in good order. Hopefully, the little itty bitty hiccups that I determined go away. Okay, go back. Nope, no, stop that. I might have a very... So we're going here. Greater than 0. Flag harvest. Do I have flag harvest being moved to 0? Maybe that's... Yeah, right. Oh, you know what? Right. Oh, you know what? I'm not actually having... Hang on a second. Hang on. I'm ending R14. I should probably be ending it into flag harvest. This right here might fix it. Okay. Alright. So last change I'm going to make in this cycle, so I've stopped cooking my plants. And you go back. Of course, we know that's going to work. Okay, this is supposed to be going to here. Dump everything. Be happy. Dump everything. Go back to here. Okay, go up here. Nothing to be done. Go to the next one. Nothing to be done. Nothing to be done. Nothing to be done. Now it'll harvest this one. Go through the harvest process. Okay, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep on going. And since I'm actually writing the flag harvest flag with an and, this should, when it... Oh! What's going on? How did it... It did not harvest that weed that time. That was interesting. Okay, okay, okay. Moment of truth, moment of truth. Wham! All right, good. Okay, it's doing something. It's supposed to go here. Drop everything off. Okay, 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 okay. All right, now it's going to come back here. See that there's nothing to be done. And go back home. Okay. And then from there, it's going to go to here. Okay. You can do it, Larry. You can do it. I have faith in you, Larry. Good job, Larry. Good job. Yeah. What a good boy. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Larry's a good boy. Yep. Okay, reset. All right. All right. All right. All right. So, leap of faith. I'm going to... Aha. I'm going to give you a few more stations. So you're going to have 2 harvests and a just straight up plant. Come on, Larry. I have faith in you. If you do this properly, I'm going to get you 2 brothers. We're going to have Mo and Curly. All right, good. Good job, Larry. Good job. You can do it. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Okay. That being said, I don't know if this slot reader really helped me. But, like, oh, that's right. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, did they change it? Did I somehow just... Oh, wait. Maybe that doesn't actually work. Okay. Alright, 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 alright. 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Go take a dump. Nope. Nope. Come back here. Go to the next one. Go Station 8. Nothing to do. Station 9. Alright, do the same. Okay. Now we're going to stick around, see if he plants Station 10. I'm going to be happy if that's the case. So technically I could wrap these around if I wanted to, but I don't know if I want to. I mean, it might be good if I want to actually be able to get in, because I could have like a doorway here. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I will wrap it around just for the sake of actually... Yeah. Okay, alright, good. So far, so good. Okay, now I want to see you go to Station 10. And I want you to actually plant a seed. Okay, promising. It's going to do something. Should come here and pick up a seed. Which, aren't those... Oh, yeah. Okay, so, boom. Pick up 1 seed. You have mail.
Hunger caution.
Okay. Come over here and plant it. Who's a good boy? Alright. Let's see, I don't know how many... Let's go ahead and pop that. Give Larry some more stuff to do here.
Hydration critical.
Yeah, hydration. You're sad. Sad because they are not mature? I don't know why that's okay. Alright, it's looking good. Alright, looking good. And what I'll do is I'll let this one go to seeding once. But there we go. Okay. Good. All right, let's eat, drink, and be merry in celebration of Larry doing such a good job. What an excellent job, Larry. I am proud of you. Of course, now for the next part of the chain. I just realized I actually got to get moving on. Okay, eat, drink, and be merry. Not going to bother with a shower. Okay. All right, let's grab. Let's look at some more seeds. Save those. Yeah, these definitely have a lower yield than they should. Maybe someday I'll get into the genetics and stuff, but it's just one of those things that not quite. I have to get to a fully functional base, and I don't know if I'd really. No, I might make a video on it, but I don't think I would do a whole stream on it. Or, well, obviously I'd be doing a whole stream on it to make the video, but I don't know. Wouldn't be very exciting, but it'd be pretty short-lived, I think. But, okay. I really need a heavier mouse. This one jiggles too much when I click it. Jiggle, jiggle. Okay. So now, yeah, we got big piles of hay over there, and we are slowly but surely we're planting. Now, I don't know how many plants he can handle at this rotation. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is that. So, okay, so now we have this code. Let's go ahead and... So we need the recycler. Clear. Come on. All right. Recycler. Oh my goodness. What are you doing, OBS? Why did you suddenly squish everything? Okay. Recycler. Alright. So we have an import and an export slot. And basically I'm just going to look for occupied. Okay, so we're gonna all right. Recycler check. Okay, load slot R15 device is H recycler. I am never going to be able to type that. Occupied. Some R14. Yep, so just for funsies, we're going to add it together. Set greater than 0, R13. Let's call it enable recycle. Alias enable recycle R0. Sure. Set batch. H recycler on. Oh my goodness. on, enable recycle. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Bam. So that'll turn on and off. We'll see if that needs to be on and off. Centrifuge. Now centrifuge. Define H centrifuge. I've already got this code basically written upstairs. And I think we can basically do the same thing, except we're going to have to dump it. Okay, so R15H centrifuge. Zero. Occupied. Some. R14H centrifuge. One occupied. Some. So if there's any input or there's any export. No. Actually, I don't care if there's anything on the export side. Because quite frankly, this would just be, this essentially, okay, so set greater than 0, to enable centrifuge. It's going to be R15. So if there's anything in the input slot, this is always going to be on. That one's easy. Oh my goodness, I cannot type tonight. On is equal to enable centrifuge. Oh my. Okay. Centrifuge. Check. Okay. So now there's, so it's on or off at this point. So what are the conditions? So off equals open, on and full equals open, on and open and not empty equal open. If it's on and empty, it's close. Well, yeah. Basically, that's what it's going to amount to. So the only time that it's going to close if it's on and empty. That's the only time that it's going to actively close. Then after that, it's going to be based on a few things. So first we're going to load batch R15. You know what? We already have on. On is enable. Empty. So we're going to load batch. Into R15 device centrifuge. And quantity sum. So set less than R14 if A, which is R15, is less than, I'm just going to say 5. So I'm going to set for empty. Realistically, 1 is probably fine. 2. I just want some buffer, just in case there's some weirdness going on. So there we go. So in this case, R14 equals empty. Empty. Set greater than. Just trying to think for the logic. Because centrifuge... Right. Open, yeah, 1 if open, 0 would be closed. Okay. Nope. Okay, let's do less than. So if this is empty, we would want to close it, right? Okay. Well, let's see. Okay, so off. Set greater than 0, or set equal to 0. Dump centrifuge. Set equal to 0. So if centrifuge 1 is open, then dump doesn't necessarily... Oh, you know what? I should probably do a select then. Let's do a select. So dump centrifuge at this point. So A. So A is what we're testing against. So A is going to be enable centrifuge. If it's enabled, B is what will be there. If it is disabled, it will be C. So if it is enabled, we will pick dump centrifuge, whatever it happens to be. Otherwise, we're going to set it to 1, because if it is not enabled, we want to dump it. Okay. So that's where this little doggy comes in. So that's off equals open. So this is quantity. So at this point, we can assume dump centrifuge, right? Because if it's disabled, it's going to be 1. If it's enabled, it's going to be whatever dump centrifuge was. So at this point, the only time we're going to set dump centrifuge to 0 is right here. Okay, so we don't want to zero it out. Set greater than... This is R14. So A greater than... So R15 is greater than 395. R14 equal full. So select, again, dump centrifuge. It's going to be based on R14. So if it is full, so if it is set, we want it on. If it is below this, we're going to assume dump centrifuge. Okay. Set less than R14. R15 less than 2, R14 equal empty at this point. Yeah, I think this will do it. So select, again, dump centrifuge. This is going to be based on R14. So now, at this point, if This is set. It is empty, and therefore we want to turn the dump off. Okay, so this, if I am understanding everything correctly here, on and full will be here. On and empty will close. And otherwise, this is just kind of the basic. So this is our set latch, this is our reset latch, and this is just the auxiliary. So that should work for that. We might want to actually and let's see, this is going to, before I even write it, so dump centrifuge. We don't know what it is on the initial setup, so that's probably doesn't really matter, but I'm going to fix that anyway. Okay, so that's that. Running out of power here. I don't know if I want to. That's sorter. Oh, I don't have a computer. Is this a logic sorter or just a regular sorter? I think that's just a regular sorter. So that actually needs to, you know what? Let's change that. Define H sorter. This will be the logic sorter. Okay. So what we need to do here is to clear clarity. I need to get a identification. And ID is by reference. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do here is initialize. Oops. My goodness. We'll go ahead here. Load batch. This only works if there's one in the network. That's the problem. Dev sorter. H sorter. Reference ID. Average. Okay. I think that's gonna be fine. Okay. So we need prefab hash equals. That's what we want. All right. So let's. Or R15 is going to be R15 and then this instruction. Move R15, going to be biomass. Actually, not even move, just shift left arithmetically into R15A, move it 8. Shift it left 8, and then that. So if I understand the instruction properly, that's all we need. Yep, opcode and prefab hash. That'll work. That'll work. And 5 watts. Okay. Yep. All right. We'll put device put to dev sorter 0 R15. So that will load the sorter. Okay. It is getting dark. Let me... I don't have my helmet on, so I apologize for running through the dark here. There we go. I really need to light up the base. I should do a home decor. Are we... We're still losing temp here. Maybe I should take a break and see if we've got any nebula negatives. Void ventures. No. Unfortunately. Battery. There we go. Doot. Okay. Alright, there we go. Now we can go back to programming. Programming in the darkness. Larry seems to be doing his job pretty well. Looking pretty happy. Yeah, you're growing towards seeding. So at this point, seeding is still 1. -1, rather. Okay. So this should now be handled. Our sorter... Maybe I just go ahead and write a little chunk of code in there in the initialization. Or maybe in the main loop, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Set batch. Device hash is going to be... I'm just going to write these... Not sorter. Stacker. Because we're going to have stacker and stacker reverse. Yeah. Setting 500 on this might be subject to change, but I will do this just to make sure that I don't goof it up. Okay, so we do that. Do I want to... I'll just, for now, I'll just go ahead and initially set the stackers on. I think that would be good, just in case they had stuff in them. It'd be good to purge it. Anyway. So that's set. Okay, then the next step would be fermenter. I might as well run the fermenter with this chip too. Why not? So alias enable fermenter and alias enable filter. Sure, we'll do that. I think that's fine. Yeah, I gotta think about how I want to handle that, but okay, so we got that. So now we're going to do the fermenter check. And structure fermenter. Okay, we're going to look at, does it have a quantity? Does not appear to have a quantity. Although very well could. Yep. Mode active is 1, idle is 0. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's define define a hash for the fermenter. Fermenter? Okay, fermenter, low batch slot, R15H, fermenter, 0, occupied sum. Okay, so we're going to set greater than 0, enable fermenter based on R15. And I'm assuming, yep, 0, 1. So 1's input, 0. Yeah, 0 is input, 1 is the chip. We don't care about the chip. But, all right. Enable fermenter, right? I think that's literally it. So we then set batch based on that to the fermenter. The fermenter. It's funny. Enable fermenter. And probably go ahead and turn it on. Up here, set batch. Fermenter on 1. That'll work. Centrifuge is checked. That's okay. Now the filter. Now for the filter, right? I'll probably write a check. Or do I? Yeah, let's see. This one is strictly running off of... Oh, yeah. Oh, hang on. Right, your water. I gotta tie you guys together, right? Oh, I already... Wait a minute. What? Did I... Okay, I changed it. Because you're gonna output, you're gonna suck water, you're gonna suck alcohol. We're gonna try to make sure that liquid alcohol is there. And I'm gonna put a steel frame or two down so I don't accidentally rip up the floor. Although at this point, I don't think it would do anything. Stop it. There we are. Because you are... Yeah, there we go. You go like this. I go like this. We might as well go out one step here. That works for me. Okay, so this is going to pull alcohol out. And this is the alcohol pipe. Literally the alcohol pipe. In water, and then we're just going to have... This is polluted water, rather. Polluted water will get sucked out and be regular water. I don't think that works how you think it works. Let's at least put this on the side. Is that the correct way? Okay. There we go. At least this way we can get to the bottle. Okay. Alright. So that'll get us the fermenter control. This will just always be on, because I don't think it matters otherwise. Now for this one, we need to make sure that there is alcohol on the input. That's it. That is it. We just need to make sure there's alcohol on the input. Whoopsie. No. Grab the bar. And then define H filter. It's going to be the liquid filter. Enable filter. Okay, there's that. Then we're going to set batch H filter on 1. Then we're going to load batch R15. Device hash is H filter. Logic type is going to be liquid. Alcohol ratio. Alcohol ratio. The double. Okay. Ratio. Liquid. That's output. That's steam input. There's inputs right here. Outputs. Okay. All right. Yeah. This is so scattered. Ratio. Liquid alcohol input. Ratio liquid alcohol input. Okay. Ratio liquid alcohol input. Max. Maximum. Okay. So set greater than 0. Enable filter on R15. And then from here we set batch H filter mode equal to enable filter. Booyah. So if there's liquid alcohol on the input, that is going. Okay. I think this should work. This should work. And I might write some code later on for something else. I hit export, right? Gee, it's highlighted. Pull it out of my bag. Thank you very much. Export. Okay. This should turn on. Okay, it's in the way. I don't have you on, do I? Oh, I don't have it hooked up top, do I? Let's find out. Seems to me that it should. Unless I missed a connection point up the wall, which is entirely possible. Okay. None of this should really pull that much power, so on. All right, let's get the the T-ray scanner, T-cell scanner. Oh. Can't run that way, apparently. Alright, got our T-scanner. Oh, we've almost come down to temperature in there. That's cool. Yeah, so we definitely need to do more with cooling. Okay, we have... Well, I mean, that one's working, so what's going on here? Am I misunderstanding here? It's definitely... Okay, that is definitely on. Do I have this backwards? That's entirely possible. Well, huh? Backwards. How many variations are there? I guess I did have it backwards. Oh. Device not found? Ah. Oh god. "41, incorrect logic type." 41. Reagents, not quantity. There we go. There we go. That went idle. Okay, cool. Alright, that's looking good. So we do this. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, it turned off. Okay. Alright, so also recycler. Does it have reagents? It does have reagents. Okay. Recycler. So we don't care about the export so much. What about reading? Reagents. Some. Okay. Oh, because it only skipped to 50. Yeah, there we go. Turned on. That's processing. You are idle because you have nothing. You are idle because you have nothing. You're over here happy as can be. I will have to write something for that later. Okay. Ooh. Alright, that was good. I think, yeah, here we go. There we go. Cool.
Hunger caution.
Okay. we go. We'll do that. And this, boom, doesn't need to be. Doesn't need to be there. And go ahead and, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn you.
Hydration critical.
Yes, I know. In preparation, H, for another lane of traffic here. That's what I'm going to do. Street station. Bam, there we go. I think I got enough seed laying around for that. More rail. Yeah, we'll go ahead and... That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. I wonder if that's far enough away from the wall or if that's going to cause a problem. Yeah, that works for me. So that's an empty cardboard box, and in here are grow lights, which we don't necessarily need, but there's those. Close the sensor lenses. Let's just carry that, because we know... I don't... That might actually be a little too close to the wall for LArRE. But we'll have him double back. This way I can actually have a path to walk up. That's fine. This will quickly outscale our ability to deal with the reagents. So good. You're doing such good work, LArRE. Okay. Theoretically, this should have nothing but. We'll see. Should spit the biomass into there. I'll be happy. I'll be happy. Grab another seed, we're doing good. Let's go ahead, eat, drink, be merry, do another harvest cycle. Get some more seeds. So LArRE's up and running. And this I can tie the alcohol in. And the good thing is that should be... Yeah, it should be... pretty solid, actually. Cocoa, we're stocked on cocoa. Good, wheat. Alright, we are back up to snuff on all our seeds. That is excellent. Excellente. Okay. What do I have here? Interior doors. Oh, I think I was going to play around with that. Jeez, we're losing temp. We are losing the fight here. Definitely need more Sentinel. Orbital oceans. Okay. All right. Oh, we're already pointing at them. Orbital oceans. Now, hopefully they got some Selenol. I don't know if it needs to be 7x7 or higher. Not exactly sure. Galactic Rebels. I might do a more automated trader thing here eventually. I have touched on it in the past, but what's in here? 13.2 megapascals, carbon dioxide and nitrogen, which are being filtered out at atmospheric for sure temperatures. So. Okay, let's go say hi. Hello, trader. Not traitor, trader. Merchant. Mercantile. Alright. Water. Nitrogen. Oxygen. Methane. Hydrazine. Ozone. Hydrochloric acid. It's temperature. I mean, I'm almost tempted to get that just... Well, that's expensive, though. Liquid nitrogen is actually cheaper. What is my water pipe at? We are at 28 degrees. What is in there that could be a problem? The water. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing, no reason. Unless, you know, I'm going to do that. I don't actually have this pumping out, do I? It's almost got no effect on anything that's in there. That's funny. Okay, well, unfortunately, he does not have what I desire, which is the Silenol. Wants foods, consumables, package per heavy filters at 100. Technically speaking, I have that. Is that worth it? 30 each? I don't know if I even want to fight with that. I don't know if I want to fight with that. That's doable. Yeah, I'm gonna be lazy. Just gonna stay here with me? Stay here with me? You're so smiley. Okay. Oh, we got a storm coming in. That's good news for me. That means that's extra cooling. Although, maybe I need to put my digital valve system on. Yeah, that might actually be a consideration. That might actually be a consideration. to put a cooling phase onto everything. It's a locker. It's a locker! Put the locker there. Cardboard box goes there because it's empty. Interior doors. Fun to play with. Logic I/O, that's what this is. That goes right there. Okay, we're looking pretty good. Now, radiators. How many radiators do I have? I don't have many. Digital valves. I have 5 digital valves, so that part works out. And we probably do a little bit with that. Digital valves. No, not digital valves. Medium. Load up the hash list so I can actually pump up the item. There we go. Radiator, medium radiator. Copper, steel, Invar. Yeah, it's just copper, steel, Invar. Copper, yeah, still in here. That's not much. I said 10, so that's not enough copper. That is not enough copper. Let's see how we're doing over here. Yeah, we're keeping the temperature in here. That's great. Do we have enough? Do we have enough? Do we have enough? Oh, we do. We do. Excellent. So I can just punch up a copper ingot and order one up. There we go. Okay. Huh. Oh, there's 9. Oh, you know what? The silo might be a little slow on the... Yeah, there it is. The silo is really slow on the output. Yeah, I forgot. I don't know why this silo, as opposed to the others, is having such a fit, but whatever. It's having a Fitbit. I think, you know what, I'm gonna see if I set this to 0 how it behaves. Okay, that's the final ingot, or final piece. We're ready, we're waiting. Bam. Okay. Like that's nice and happy, turned off, ejected everything. Cool. Well, I think that since it's got the system worked out, I think we're good, in good shape there. Okay. Let's go ahead and drop the... I don't want to drop off the plastic yet, because I might need that. Water pipes can be dropped off. And And I don't need my programming laptop or my configuration laptop at the moment. Go ahead. No, just leave that as is. So that'll be good. This is chutes and stuff. I don't need the chutes and stuff. Okay. Alright. Hopefully I can get out there before the storm starts. Don't necessarily need that. I think we're okay. One more and we're good. I guess it's just a matter of depending on that. Oh yeah. I need a... Oh, I'm going to need sensor. I'm going to need a pipe analyzer too. That's 3 pipe analyzers. That's, I guess, enough for now. I'm going to need a bunch of IOs. And a processor. Okay, if I want to do it this way. I've got 5 minutes. I don't know if I can get it all dropped in where I wanted to. Oh, I didn't get the frames like I wanted. So let's see. You right here. Yeah, you would be above the temperature. So I'm actually going to put a... let's put some of these radiators here. I'm going to put 5 here. Okay, we're going to start with this. Shoot, let's do it this way. Okay, obviously this is going to be that way. This way, this way. Okay, there's that. Alright. Okay, these pipes are connected to outside temperature, or outside atmosphere rather. Let's see, we will have to... Okay, so this is going to be pipe analyzer here. Oh god, it's going to have to be like right here. Okay, so this pipe analyzer is going to go here. Then we'll have the digital valve like right here. Yep, okay. That'll work. Okay. Pipe analyzer. Do that. And then sensor. Gas sensor, we'll do that. Okay, we're gonna need to... We're gonna have two readers. Nah, that's gonna take up a little bit. Let's just do it this way. Yeah, 2 readers, a writer, and a logic processor. Compare. Yep. do that. We're going to pop all this up onto that. Yep, there we go. Let's do this. I could have condensed this down a little bit more, but... Yep. Yep, definitely can condense this down a little bit. Let's do this. Let's connect everybody here. Okay, so our... Oop, that was probably not really what I wanted to do. Yep, it's 465 now. That brought the temperature up here. Okay, so our logic input here, logic reader, I'm going to call it LR Atmo temp, LR pipe temp, LR valve on, and compare, oops, there we go. So logic reader for Atmo temp is going to, what the hell? Blast me. That's what it's going to do. Okay, we're going to read the gas sensor. Variable is going to be temperature. Okay, and then this is going to be the pipe analyzer. Also temperature. Not pressure, temperature. Then we go over here to the compare unit, and this is going to be Atmo temp versus pipe temp. And your output is going to be pipe temp greater than. Right? Maybe I want less. Pipe temp, or Atmo temp, is less than pipe temp. Yeah, okay. So then we go over here to logic compare, output variable, output to digital valve, and we're going to go to on. Okay. There we go. So now this 373 still kind of cooling off. We're almost there. Kick this on. So now, I mean, the Silenol's getting a little bit of a cooling boost here. Still not enough of it. $344. I don't know if it's going up or down. I think we're starting to gain a little bit of cooling here. $366. This technically, this could be cooled by the atmosphere. So it's something I've been needing to do, and I might write some code that'll check this. 369. So this is now anchored here. This is actually, yeah. It's funny, these are getting cooler until they get to this point, and then they go back up. I gotta make sure that these are actually, yeah, I don't understand. Don't understand. But we'll get out of here. There we go. Ugh. Okay, let's go check on how LArRE is doing. He's doing famously. Okay. 109, you're still running away. 151.2. Kind of wondering where you're going to go. Definitely need more Tylenol. And eventually, once this heat load disappears, which reminds me, this is the output going to the alcohol. So technically speaking, let me go ahead and nab that. Okay, so that's where the alcohol would come down. Okay, let's go ahead and pop this. Not exactly a fan of all the dirt that's in there. Okay. So this is where I could pull the alcohol down and plug it straight in. Because this will be alcohol coming out here. Now hang on. Actually made straight up water. Okay, there's polluted water. Yeah, alright. Pressurizing it. Coming to where we need to be. See if you actually kick on or not. Imagine there would be a short period of time where you do. Okay, yep, there we go. Bam, bam. Okay. So it looks like it's pulling most of it over, so that's good. Evaporating to make the head pressure. That's fine. We have 80 liters of capacity. Okay, we're good there. So, oh yeah, look at all that. Okay. So, alright, so there is a little bit that needs to be done here. I don't have my programming tool with me. Okay, they're cool. Alright, we're going. Get to the end there. Aww. Okay, so a couple more pipes. Actually, do I have any in here? I think these just grow lights. Yep. Okay. It's looking pretty good. Uh-huh. 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 Okay, the storm is over, so I do need to check and make sure that that actually turned off like it was supposed to. Nebula Nectars. Metal Mavens. And that's kind of cool. I don't think I got enough there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I almost need an exact perfect for the medium, but Master Aether, Nebula Nectars. Nebula Nectars. You would think that'd be liquid, but it's nebula. Oops. Well, you know what? Sure. 2 seconds to spare. I'll call them down. We'll take a look at them. Drop some of this stuff off. Didn't get very far with that, but that's fine. The cooling outside, but that's quite fine. Let's load. Okay, pipe analyzer, digital valve. I'll write some more comprehensive code for it for sure. Because I kind of probably want to do that in multiple stages. Black, let's see, let's go ahead and, well, hey, I'll just drop that in there. Steel sheets, that, okay. We need lots of pipe. Thing of that pipe. Do I even want to bother? That's phase change devices. Grab some of those so I can run it over. Okay, let's run outside real quick, and we want to make sure that our digital valve turned off. That's number one, because right now it would be heating, which would be counterintuitive. So let's check that first, and then we'll check the trader and see if he's got any yum-yums we want. So this digital valve better be off. Digital valve is off. And then if this temperature ever raises above Venus Atmo, it'll just go ahead and dump the heat. Reject the heat. Okay, now let's talk to you. Bulk pollutants, you know what? I'll buy it. They're cheap. Bulk dirty volatiles. Oh. Okay. Bye. That's kind of interesting. Am I liquefying it and... Oh, that was liquid anyway. I got the gas off here. Okay, kind of interesting. Yeah, sure. I'll take a... It's not even coming out here. It's kind of interesting. It says it's condensing. What? Because the temperature is... Yeah, okay. Right. Because the temperature's so low, that's why. That's why. He wants it to... Oh, between 0 and 500 C. Oh. Oh, crap. I know why. Okay. I kind of may have... Yeah, because I bought the pollutant in. Yeah. I bought the pollutant and I didn't dump it. So good to know. I did learn a couple things here. That was, I guess that's one way to bring in some cooler carbon dioxide, that's for sure. Okay, you are empty, right? Okay. Let's go ahead and dump you. Alright. Turn you back on. I'm trying to... There we go. Alright. Now should actually start accumulating. Yeah. Yay. There we go. We got a little bit growing. This is still off, which is good. 408. What I don't understand. Why these aren't... It is 20 kilojoules. And it'll, yeah. I don't know. I can't wait to get rid of these. Can't wait to get rid of these. It's a couple bucks. I mean, it's cheap, dirt cheap. All it is basically a filter. And filters are pretty cheap, so, you know, whatever. Let's take a look upstairs and see how our reagents... Okay, we got one going. Alright. I like that. So, yeah, we're getting a fair amount of iron, gold, copper, silicon, hydrocarbon, all the big ones. So
Waste tank caution.
that's super duper awesome. Here we're good. We've got five backpacks. Yeah, let's just go ahead and unload those. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go ahead and load these into a rover. Okay. Box. That's cladding box. How about you? Can I? You know what? I'm just going to go like this and put a... Pull this stuff out. Doesn't need to be in there. This box, can I label it? Backpacks. Cladding. There we go. Well, let's just go ahead and throw this stuff in here. That doesn't really matter. Okay. Turn you off. Excellent. So I should probably make a run out to the outpost and get that taken care of. Sell. 13. Go ahead and sell that. There we go. That's what we wanted. Let's go ahead and turn you off. Just so I don't waste it. And that's about it, right? So the other stuff is... Yeah, if I was able to purchase that for free... Okay, cool. Go ahead and depart. Turn you off. Turn you off. There we go. Good. Kick that on to dump that out. I almost did a boo-boo there. I almost blew the airlock. It would be bad. Okay. Let's go ahead, eat, drink, be merry, empty out the waste container, and go check on Larry again. I think he's doing a phenomenal job. And then also I should see about hooking the... Oh, I need to take a shower, I think. Hooking up the alcohol line. So let's go ahead and take that off. Yeah, needed to be re-cleaned. Okay. Oh, yes, I should do this. The other stuff's not so important, but yeah. Okay, so we've got our liquid pipes, insulated and otherwise. Okay. Alright, so drop here. This is going to be... Three will go up. Okay. We'll be looking at here for... Okay. Insulated. Let's go ahead and just go up. We're picking. Looking good. Okay, looks like Larry is having the time of his life over here. Surprised any of those haven't flopped in. Maybe they have. Okay. 10's a little too much. 5 and 3, I think are... Okay. 5 and 3, but not there. No, okay, 3 is too tall. I want to go... I think straight along this wall this way. 10 that way is fine. Woohoo! Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and... This is the connector. So go ahead and do that. Nitrogen pipes over right. So there we go. We should be able to pull in some nitrogen. Of course, that's alcohol into the filter. All right, we want to go essentially one over. Let's go this way. 10. Three is also too much. Straight, straight. Well, actually, no, 3 might be fine. Okay. There we go. Our alcohol should be here. Okay, it is quite toasty with a high pressure. And we are equilibrating. That's looking pretty good. Okay, now this. Okay. All right. So, yeah, there's a problem with there. Okay. So let's fix the centrifuge code. Which means I need to grab my laptop, which is in the other room. Da, 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 da. Okay. Might as well grab that. Okay. Pull that open. I do actually have the code here, so I didn't do another project. Which is good. Helps me maintain focus. Okay, so centrifuge. Edit. First off, the power is indeed on, so that part was good. So centrifuge check. Set greater than 0. So if it's occupied, slot 0 is occupied, you turn it on. That did work. That is working. And I think off is supposed to be open. So dump centrifuge is going to test against enable. Non-zero. Dump centrifuge is supposed to be 1. Hang on. Does anybody else notice that I don't actually this and this alone might be the problem. Now there's also a problem here. Wait, can I? That's device hash. There we go. Do that. Export. There we go. I think all the flags are right. I just don't actually have it writing. How embarrassing. Okay, you're looking pretty good. So then here's the ultimate. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's where you're supposed to be going, so that's awesome. Okay. Alright. Go. And you should be interesting. Should have stacked more, but maybe it won't stack because there's stuff in there. But you can't do much to change that. I don't know. I don't particularly care at the moment. This has availability to be optimized. There are no chutes in here, so I can't any more chutes. This is still spooling up. How are we doing on the liquid front? We've still almost a full load of water. Of course, with the fermentation. I wonder if that's a net positive. Somehow I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised. Oh, well, I made it back over here, so must cleared. I'm okay with that if that is the case. And then the next thing I wonder is if you can actually... Yeah, not the way it's set up right now. But you can have it come in. It's a little bit inconvenient as far as it's had to travel, but if it can round that corner, I'm happy. Then it'll give me the opportunity to have a little bit of walk space. You know, put a wall here and I could have a walk space and a way in. So I'm okay with that. It's a little less than optimal on spacing, so to speak, but rounds corner and rounds corner. Oh, perfect! Rounds corner doesn't slap into the wall. So excellent, excellent. So we'll see how that goes. I could experiment with fertilizer at some point, but I don't know if I really want to. And do this and do this. Actually, let's 5, because we would be in the center, right? So this would be the next row. Center. Yeah. Center. Okay. Yeah. That works. That would work. I can dig it. Technically technically speaking, I could, if I really wanted to, I could wrap it a little closer too. Oh wait, hang on, I got an idea. There's a couple of these. Let me pull a couple of these up. If I have it wrapped here, but I have it instead mirror imaged, more or less, right? LArRE over the bins and this. Yeah, I think I could do that. So instead, have it swing this way. Right? That'd be kind of neat. 2 LArREs, 1 haul. I might do that. Oh, yeah, that actually would work pretty well. Leave enough room. I can dig it. I can dig it. It's basically all the same here because there's only one variation of these guys. One variation of these guys, so that's not a big deal. Stacker, I think I might have both in there. Not positive. Maybe only one, because I think one then the other, or doesn't. I don't know if it matters. Yes, it does matter. Because one of these is set to maximum, one of these is set to minimum, so I can't necessarily change who's there, but I can change the location. Yeah, that's no problem. That's no problem. What are we doing here? Oh, these are ready to be harvested. So that's good. Oh, hang on. Did I see thriving towards seeding? Okay. All right. All right. I am tempted to throw a hitch in his get-along. Just to see how he handles if something... Like if I accidentally harvest something. That I'm curious about. So this gets me started. I need some chutes. Chutes, possibly walls. Yeah. Hey! LArRE, moderator for 6 months. Congratulations. I know we got a rough crowd sometimes, so you got a lot to work with there. So, real good. Now, thanks for being here and everything you do. Wrong ladder. Wrong ladder. Ahoy, ahoy. Okay, bye. Good luck with your stream. I think you're on schedule for one. Ooh, These are the things that drive me crazy. Okay, done with the pipe for now. Okay, so we're just into, I think, decorating downstairs, basically. Those are geometric walls. Let's do... it gets me started with a geometric wall. Oh, yeah, okay, that's a colored one. Doesn't matter. Flat wall, wall. Actually, I might need a flat wall as well. And maybe a regular wall, too. So I can have a... Ooh. I don't know. No, I don't need that. Do need the doors, though. Yep, okay. And probably going to need a glass sheet. Yep, alright. Okay, let's go in there. What did else did I say? Chutes. Should grab my chutes backpack. My chutes pack? My chutes pack. Okay, alright. We're getting a little somewhere. And I'm going to, since these aren't going to be isolated, I'm going to put that right there. And at least make it so we can't fall in. There we go. That I can live with. Whee! Okay, now. Ooh, 3. Yeah, okay. I think, yes, we'll do that. Geometric wall. We're going to do a straight. Do it this way. Those are steel sheets. Okay, and then I think what I'll do for the top is flat wall painted gray. Or you know what? Let's go blue, just for the heck of it. Small panel opening, large panel arrow, plating. Don't know how plating's gonna look. Let's take a look. Oh, you know what? I could live with that. Even if it's just blue, I could probably live with that. That might be fine. Paint those green or something. Blue sky! Oh, that's beautiful. I could even make it its own little room. Yeah, and then I could even have some lights in here so I could see. So I'd love to be able to run around without half my stuff. So, oh, you're beautiful. You're doing a good job, Larry. I know there's probably it'll sort itself out in time and look a little bit better. But yeah, you're doing a wonderful job, Larry. Keep it up. And then got this set for another wall. So let's rotate. Go. Okay. Looking pretty good. Pretty good. I can't, yeah. Because I was going to use a hash generator, that doesn't work. We're still going. How we doing? Pretty good. Shoots, yeah. I can go ahead and kind of feel like I need to do this. Kind of feeling like I need to do an overflow. I just kind of have that feeling. Just kind of have that feeling. That doesn't actually let me in. That's a little unfortunate. That doesn't either. That doesn't either. So I actually need to go up a notch. Okay, there's that. Need more chutes. Get those in there. And then that's no. Why would you do such a thing? I'll bet. There we go. I'll drop it right there. Still sneak over here. You wanna do that? You're trying to evacuate, I think, for some reason. That's a start. Yeah, thriving towards seating, thriving towards seating. You are seated. Ooh, okay. Boom, boom, boom. You're gonna start harvesting here. Okay. I'm gonna grab that one. And I just want to see how it behaves. This would just be for robustness of programming. Just in the event that I accidentally did something I shouldn't, which I do constantly, so yeah. Okay, there's those, okay, alrighty. Okay, go, Larry. Go, Larry. Doing a good job so far, Mr. Larry. Yeah. Go here. I'm gonna go here. See, there's nothing to be done. Okay, you. Uh-huh. Okay. I was almost positive that's what was gonna happen. So I'm not disappointed with what happened because I know that's exactly what would happen. So go. Okay, so this might have to do. I might have to move this. How do I want to do this? I could technically move it back one. Yay! And then have a. I could even do an up and a down into the chute there. Maybe I'll start building one up. So we would have. Basically do this. And this would do basically the same thing. This is just a little short buffer. I could do that. I think we can get away with that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up. Over. We're gonna split that out. Can I stack these? Oh, cool, I can stack them like that. Okay. Do this, do this. Oopsie. It's fine. It's fine. We do this stackers here. Go ahead and label this. Doesn't really matter, but we're going to stack it to 500. Actually, we're going to stack it to 499. And we're going to already overrode it. Okay. There we go. We got a little bit of buffer there. Just came to the realization that I may actually want to have a junction in here. so I can actually throw this in. Okay, maybe not. Throw it into my other centrifuge and work on it from there. Maybe the input to the recycler actually shouldn't be the overflow, but whatever. Technically speaking, I could put another... Yeah, I could put another centrifuge in here. Would be that would actually make more sense. I'm trying to figure out why this isn't doing anything. Whatever. I'm not super duper worried about it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna straighten itself out here eventually. So we need basically more LArREs. And I don't know his upper working limit for these, so we'll find out. But cool, we restarted here. We got some alcohol being processed and 11.3 liters of water. So now I've got to worry about this hitting full. Should probably be the next time it dumps. But problem also with that, and maybe I need to put a little loop in here. 400, potentially 8 stacks of reagents that'll come out of this. So I should probably have at least 6 output chutes. Maybe 7, so 8. Just so that I can get into the sorter and go through there. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute. The input is empty. There's definitely an input there. We'll figure this out in a bit, but let's get this till it drops out. Okay, be nice if it had a power break. Dumped it. Closed. Okay, explain to me what's going on here. I think I may have figured out why. Oh. Okay, everything fully cranking. It does use a little bit. There we go. That should straighten everybody out. Okay. Little bit of polluted water. Why is there alcohol in this pipe? What? Why is there... What? Why is there alcohol? I tested this. This isn't supposed to pass alcohol. Okay. Well, as long as these aren't going to complain about alcohol in the water supply, it's a little... Why? Okay, are we going to pull through more alcohol? I mean, it pulled through alcohol. Okay, well. I guess... There's no mode. It's either on or off. Okay, well, here's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to edit with the filter, fermenter, filter. Check. Okay, set equals 0. Okay, set batch H, fire. Okay, purifier, all this. So we're going to set it so the this will be on unless it needs to be filtered. And hopefully that will limit the amount of alcohol that gets in here. We'll see. The reason I wrote it that way is because I wasn't looking at the number. I didn't realize it was going to come through that fast. Let's see what we got. 0.15, 0.4, 0.11, 0.64, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, okay, so it's already coming through. So... Okay, so alcohol. Load batch R14 is going to be H filter ratio water input, polluted water. Filter check. Okay, so for one, set equal to 0, purifier filter. Okay. Let's see. That's. We want set equals 0. If filter is enabled, it's going to be 0 for R13. Okay, R13. Based on this, hang on. Set greater than 0 R14. One equals no alcohol. 1. In this case, 1 equals. Okay, so we're going to AND R13 against R14. That's going to be our enable purifier. Set batch. Yep, okay. H purifier on is going to be equal. Alright, so there's how that's going to go. Okay. Wrong. So there's nothing. No water, no alcohol. Alcohol is dissipating basically to 0. Basically to 0. This is alcohol, polluted water, and alcohol is still basically 0. So, okay. Let's make sure it stays that way. Okay, it stayed that way. There's no alcohol transferred that time.
Critical.
Yes, I know. Hydration, everything. Okay. Yeah, so I tested this earlier, and before it was only passing. Hey, I'm in the dark. Only passing water. So, okay. There we go. I need a power transmitter down here. Maybe I'll, well, eat, drink, be merry, make 1 or 2 of those. Okay, so it's good that the plants aren't going to complain about the volatiles in the water supply. That's good. 36 degrees in here. I think we are losing temperature in here, so that's good. Ouch! I don't need to be doing that. Well, I do have that all transferred over, don't I? Good. Good. Eventually I got the air fixed so I can close my greenhouse back up and all that fun stuff. Power transmitters. That's probably in electronics, so let's fire it up, read the hashes. Okay. This will be Omni power transmitter. Gold, copper, steel. Okay. I should also take a trip out to the outpost and get some ores. There we go. Alright! Get some power transmitters going. And might be good to do another mapping mission. Maybe. Let's see. We should have the battery is full. Okay, looks good. Right, okay. Okay, looks good. I think we can go ahead and see about getting it into orbit. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and retract the umbilicals. Actually, let's... fuel it up. Finish fueling it up, I should say. Definitely need to rework this system. Ratio oxygen 0.34, so it's a little oxygen rich, but not, I mean, it's about as close as it can get. Actually, technically speaking, I don't need to even know that information. Because it's being regulated from this side. So it's supposed to take it up to 45 megapascals, I believe, is where it's supposed to go. Okay, alright. Omni power transmitters. I know where I need to stick a few of these. So, oh, I already did stick one over here. Okay, so good. Technically back corner I think could use one, but I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. One there. Got one over there. And I think I got one over here. And there's one here. So there we go. Got the majority of the base covered. Now over here. actually going to put one. Feel like I should put one like right here. Shoot, I forgot that. Okay, there's that. There we go. One there should cover most of it. Go downstairs. I'll put one right there. Okay. There we go. And fire that up. There we go. We got the power. There. It's not gonna do us any good down here, but by the same token, I shouldn't be spending that much time with LArRE. So go here, just take a look. How we doing? Of course, this will never condense back down to alcohol or anything else, so I guess I can maintain a head pressure in my pipes. That's all right. So that looks good. We no longer are fermenting. Okay. Yeah, let's just do three. Set. Oh, hang on. There we go. Come down. 3. So that should allow me to fully load this up, fully empty it, and not have anything really hanging up. With the exception, of course, over here, which I don't know how much. This is supposed to be stacking to 50. It's got 105 in there. Let's see how many crap out here. None! So, do I have this goofed up? Do I have it not? Well, that fully loaded. Going that direction, so why does it not do anything? Okay. Oh, hang on. I got the junction fixed, right? Yeah, the junction's fixed. Maybe that's just carryover. Maybe that was just carryover. Let's see. Start by aiming up high. Aiming up high. Aiming up high. Okay. Okay, there we go. Got that fully operational, so that's good. Power transmitters, I'll go ahead and throw those in there. Okay, alright. So I think we're up and running at a production scale now, so that seems to be working. This is working, that's working. We'll see if it continues going after this. But that was input was goofed up. This is running how it's supposed to. This is running how it's supposed to. This is now working how it's supposed to. Now I do not have any checks for if the charcoal runs out or these filters run out. But, you know. Okay, I think we're doing good. We're looking good. Okay, how we doing, Larry? Trucking along? Yeah. Yeah, you're doing good work, Larry. You are doing good work. Good. All right. I am happy with that. Drop stuff off. Drop stuff off. Yeah, good job. Good job, Larry. Okay, maybe we'll set up your twin later. And we'll basically do the same thing, but figure out what I wanna grow. Now, switchgrass, that's great for making alcohol. But, by the same token, I may want to do something more. Like have an industrial farming complex, but we'll see how it goes. But overall, how much alcohol do we have? We got a fair amount. How are we doing on water? Do I need to consider 124 liters? I don't think I really need to make water. So I may actually set this down to purge again. Bring some temperature down. What do I have this set to? 52 kPa. Alcohol. $42 kPa. Or 52. 52 is 26 degrees. We can go a little bit higher. Let's go to 60. 60 kPa. 30 degrees. There we go. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. So now I'll be purging this down pressure-wise so it will start evaporating and lowering the temperature in there. Okay. What are we doing here? 12.4 megapascal. 45.8. I think we have a sufficient amount of carbon dioxide. I should probably stop sucking it in. Check the trader as well. So let's see what we got. Planetary produce, build ink, cosmic curiosities. Okay. None of that. None of that. So we can turn that off. And yeah. Turn you off. I'm just going to throw that in there for safekeeping. Safekeeping. Should we... Nah, it's a little late. I was going to say, should we run off to the mining outpost, but... ooh. 256 Kelvin. Yeah, there's a few degrees difference. Go ahead and kick that on to heat this up further. Which I think basically just needs to stay above 1877 or something like that. 1950. What's this room? Yeah, the room's actually dropping a little bit of heat in there. $200 kPa. I can actually increase that a little bit. Now that I'm not going to be dropping so much heat in there at once, I can make sure it stays a little up there for more thermal. 2196. Oh, I guess that's not really making too big of an impact, but it is moving some stuff. I think you still got the chip in you. No, you don't. No, you don't. We could actually turn you off for... Well, you know, no. Nitrogen we still need. We still need the nitrogen. Is that everything? Stop sucking in CO2. Stop turning that off. Okay. Yeah. I think we're good to run inside. And not blow the airlock. Doot-doot. Nuclear. Okay. So LArRE is doing his thing. 113. We're still... Oh, temperature came down here, so we gained a little bit. Well, hang on. Nah, not really. Probably need to work on the cooling. Definitely need to focus on the cooling. LArRE's doing his thing. Yeah, this might be a little bit more than LArRE can handle, but we'll see. So I don't think he can go much faster because it's all transitory time. Yeah. What are we doing over here? This should be, yep, okay, over 50 reagents, so good. Fix that code. That's good. Eventually might have to break down and do the combustion centrifuge. But we got LArRE going, an automated alcohol production plant, and we are evaporating some off to, wow. Okay, I was gonna say, I was a little worried there. I only saw 10 liters. So we're evaporating off our alcohol to make volatiles. Sorry, make it methane for our rocket. This is also going to cool this room down. So I got it set to about 30 degrees centigrade. So that'll work. How are we doing on... We got plenty of carbon dioxide at very high temperature. We have nitrogen. The funny thing is I keep throwing liquid in here in hopes that I might actually get some liquid, but yeah, it is what it is. cooling. Cooling in an outpost run tomorrow. And I don't know if maybe hooking up more LArRE or not. Too bad you can't run it through a reagent processor automatically. You gotta do that manually still. Stinks. I can eat, drink, be merry, and call it a night. So we did fix LArRE, got him working. Push the wrong button. Pushed the wrong button and chucked it through the wall. Okay. Alright. We are fully destinkified. Helmet. Suit. Backpack. Glasses. Uniform. Belt. Looking beautiful. Yeah. We could grab more of this, but I don't think it's necessary. I think we're in a good spot here. Yeah. This is polluted water. We should actually probably kick that up for a little bit. 17 mole. It's not going down. 18 mole, 17 mole, 16 mole. And all over the map. 17 mole again. 16 mole, 15 mole, 13. Okay. Done yet? That'll get us some more water, which I actually don't have a method of measuring. It'd be nice to have some kind of sensor. But looking good. Running through my crops. Children of the corn. Children of the switchgrass. Yeah, okay. So, got some LArRE programming done. That's great. I'm happy with that. And from there we can do some more fun things. With the alcohol, we can go straight to volatiles. We could try converting to H2O and maybe splitting that. Doing some fun things. But I think, excuse me, that's what we'll save that for another day. So anyway, with that, I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and we will catch you next time.